Hello, my name is Taavi, and I work for Estonian government. I think it's my second month. Before that, I was entrepreneur. I built up the largest ICT service company in Baltics called Nordic. The company is there up and running. I just sold my shares last autumn, and as I got non-competition clause and I cannot work for private sector for at least 2 years, that's why I'm here. So it's my first public presentation as government agent or government official. So excuse me if I'm not using the correct or right words. I still have to be more humble and polite, not so concrete. So my goal was to talk about key measures for sustaining the region's global position. And I have to tell you, my speech will be more from entrepreneur point of view, not from the official point of view. And I hope that you all have read through the papers that were like the papers that you got with the invitations that with the whole background, because I just wanted to point out 3 things. First of them is, please show me who have used or experienced digital signature, who have signed documents digitally. I see almost everybody has raised their hands. My question is, have you ever signed document from the outside? I mean, like document coming from Estonia to Sweden and you sign it digitally. Who have experienced that? Or they in Denmark and then Sweden, or Norway and Sweden? Please raise your hand. No? 1. You lying bastard. That's the problem. Technology is there. Mostly everybody have experience why digital signature is good, why it makes us more efficient. I was in Chile last December, and I had to sign a document with Swiss Bank. I had to print out the document. I signed every paper. Then I had to find DHL, and it took more than a week and more than 100 euros to send this document back to Zurich. We all have experienced that digital signature will break that. We all see that we should sell our Parker shares. But why cannot we have it all over Scandinavia, all over the Nordics? Why is that? That's my first question. My second question is, if we talk about how can we increase the competitiveness of this region, then what should be the role of governments in every country? What should be the role of government in information society? And what I see is that the government should be the leaders of innovation in every country. We already talked about digital signature, but we also should talk about, for example, cross-border secured data exchange. Previous speaker already spoke about open data. From entrepreneur point of view, Nordics is small. If you compare the data, I mean the open data, what we have here in Baltics, in Finland, in Sweden, in Norway, in Denmark, all in all, the data sets that we can provide, they're small. They're small if you take Baltics or Finland or Sweden. But they make sense if you put them all together. And for example, from energy sector point of view, if you can leverage the peaks and have the whole data together, it is comparable with data sets that United Kingdom or Germany can provide. Separately we are small, together we are big. We all have the infrastructure to exchange data inside our own countries. But why can't we share it across the border? When I came here today by plane, there was no borders. I walked into the plane, flew here, Arlanda Express, whoa, I'm here. 1.5 hours altogether. No borders. I have a heart disease, and I have to take a medicine every day. And if something happens tonight with the plane, and I have to stay here, I shall have a problem. Why cannot I call to my doctor and say, I have a problem, I need digital prescription, and I need to buy, and I would like to buy this medicine from the local apotheca or whatever you have it there. Why can't I have this kind of obvious service? Because we have borders between our countries. Denmark, you have digital prescription. We have all of it. We also have it. Even the same companies are providing services in both countries. Why can't we put them together? Next question. Education. I noticed that the papers that we had that everybody had to read still talk about ICT resources. Even though if you look at Skype, or if you look at Rovi or Pleite or any other big ICT players in this region, if you analyze the skill set inside that company, you see that only one third is need for high ICT skills. The second third is for low ICT skills, and the final third is no ICT skills at all. In Rovio, there are designers, musicians, marketing specialists. So what we see that ICT is connected with different subjects, curriculums. And in Estonia, we see that even though we are so high ICT country, other areas cannot benefit from that success, but they should. And what we have done in Estonia is that, for example, we have ordered from the law sector that you should provide for us at least 100 cyber lawyers during the next 3 years. Because it's different. Just connect ICT with law. And we can benefit from that. The same goes with philosophy, psychology, educational parts. So if you talk about ICT resources, we should talk more interdisciplinary way. And what I would like to see, or I dream about, is when my children go to university, and when they finish their studies, they would have a diploma with at least 3 stamps on it. 1 stamp from Estonia, 1 stamp from Stockholm, and 1 stamp maybe Copenhagen, but maybe Aalto. That they spend at least 1 semester here, 1 semester in Finland, 1 semester in Copenhagen. And that would be a diploma. Can we do it? No, of course no. Actually, it's funny. Again, if we take every country separately, we see that inside the country, we can do it. We even have some close initiatives together between universities, but we cannot say that we are heavily investing to have this interdisciplinary studies all over the Nordics. We don't have it, but we should. The last point, Russia. The papers, the preparation papers, I couldn't find the word Russia there. So we talk about, what was the heading? Key measures for sustaining the region's global position. And there is no Russia. Maybe I should remind you that Oslo, Stockholm, Tallinn, Helsinki, and St. Petersburg, we are all in the same latitude. And St. Petersburg has 10 million people. Sorry? Yeah, the region. Even more, I think, than 10. So it's Baltics and Finland together, more or less. I have had talks with Mr. Kasparov, who wants to bring more scientists and top specialists from Russia to Nordics. We should do that. In 2008, there was a campaign in Estonia, and the campaign was called Let's Do It. And the aim of this campaign was to get rid of illegal garbage that laid all over Estonia. It was more than 10,000 tons of illegal garbage. And first of all, I thought, like, why the hell I should go out on a certain day and just start cleaning garbage? But I did. 5% of Estonians went out on that day and we cleaned our country. Now this initiative has been, they are in 96 countries, and more than 7 million people have done this. And it's called letsdoitworld.org, if you want to look at. So as a conclusion here, from entrepreneurs' point of view, is let's do something. Let's actually do one thing. I know that I have worked with you Swedes for more than 10 years. My company was even part of a local company here called Acando Frontech, if you know. No? No, yes? We bought our shares back in 2008. And I know that you love Diskutera. I also love it, to discuss several things, but I think we have to choose at least one thing. Will it be cross-border digital signature? Or will it be cross-border secure data exchange? Or will it be interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary education all over the Nordics? Massive interdisciplinary setting. Let's choose one of these three, and let's do it. That's my message. Thank you.